Welcome to Kingdom Business. I'm Cameron Adam, a kingdom man about kingdom business. Have you ever thought, what does it truly mean to fear God? How can I love God and fear Him at the same time? Well, in today's teaching, we're going to be talking about what does it truly mean to fear God. Stay tuned. Okay, so today's teaching we're going to be talking about what does it truly mean to fear God. But first, let's break down fear in this context. Fear in this context does not necessarily mean that you are afraid or you're scared to even approach God. That is not the fear of God. Fear means to have your fear mingled with respect or to stand in awe or in reverence of God Himself. It's this desire to surrender to His will, this desire to worship Him and to honor Him for how great He is. That is the first thing to understanding the fear of God. In Proverbs chapter 9:10, it's 9 verse 10, it says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom." So how do we gain wisdom, or how do we begin to possess wisdom in our life? It is through a healthy fear of the Lord. It is to submit to God's ways. It is to honor His ways. It is to see His ways as better than even your ways. See, the thing that comes in between our fear for God is our own self. Yes, selfishness is the enemy of fearing God. Anything that we put above God as something that we are to fear, which means respect or standing awe or simply to be afraid of, that thing overrules our fear for God. And when that happens, we are not able to possess the wisdom of God. And we need the wisdom of God in our life to survive. In fact, the wisdom of God is God's greatest treasure. It is the greatest gift He's ever given to man. And the wisdom of God, as we know in 1 Corinthians and what we learned in last week's video, it is Jesus Christ Himself. Think about how Jesus feared God. He feared God by completely, totally surrendering Himself to God and His will. The Bible says that He humbled Himself even to the point of death, that He was willing to be crucified because He knew that it would please His Father. You see, wisdom without humility is not true wisdom. Wisdom must always be accompanied with humility. When you are humble, then you understand that you need to depend on God in order to live a rich and satisfying life. And the fear of the Lord allows us to live that rich and satisfied life when we completely surrender and completely give our life to God. Today, what I want to share with you that is so valuable is the fact that consider having a healthy fear of the Lord. Consider submitting to His ways. Consider surrendering your life truly to Him, and you will begin to see that you will obtain knowledge faster. Everything in your life will begin to start making more and more sense because you're always desiring to put Him first. He is to be worshipped and He is to be honored simply because of who He is, but also because of how much He loves you, that He was willing to send His Son Jesus Christ to die on the cross for your life. That concludes today's teaching. Always remember, God is to be feared in a healthy and respectful way. Stand in awe and stand amazed at how glorious He does things. Until next time, be blessed. And don't forget, subscribe to this channel as well as hit that bell for daily notifications. Every Monday from 3 to 7, I'll be updating a new video that's 5 minutes long, teaching on a new topic. Until then, be blessed.